Lesson 1-6 Solving System of Equations. The first four numbers describe the system of equation as consistent and independent, or inconsistent. Now, consistent and independent, which means that the system has different slope. So when a system has different slope, then it is consistent and independent. So when the system is consistent and dependent, which means they have the same slope but different y-intercept. They have the same slope and the same y-intercept. Let me repeat. A system that has the same slope and the same y-intercept, which means that it is consistent and independent. But when a system has the same slope but different y-intercept, like in this case different, then it is inconsistent. Let's start from here. Number one, you have slope here 3 and 6 not the same, and y-intercept 4 and 8 not the same. So slope not the same, y-intercept not the same, then this is a consistent and independent. Let me just write shortcut: consistent and independent. For number two, they have the same slope but they have different y-intercept. So this is the inconsistent. Number three, before you say consistent or inconsistent, dependent or not independent, let's try to find the simplest form of this equation, system of equation first. Well, I will transpose x to the other side. I have 5y equal to minus 2x plus 10. I have another one, minus 10y equal to 4x plus 20. Now let's do the division. So it implies that when you divide by 5, you have y equal to negative 2 over 5x, and then you plus 2. And this part, when you divide by negative 10, so y equal to negative 10, this is going to be negative 4 over 10 or negative 2 over 5x. Alright, seems like this plus 2, I'm sorry. And then 20 divides negative 10. This is a negative 2. So therefore they have the same slope but different y-intercept, 1 plus 2, 1 negative 2. So this is still a inconsistent. And for number 4, do the transposing first. You have negative 6y equal to minus x plus 12. The other one gonna be 18y equal to negative 3x plus 14. Now let's do the transposing. You already done with the transposing. Now let's try to simplify this. Y equal to, I will simplify, this is divided by negative 6, I have negative 1 over 6x minus 2. And for this part, y equal to, well, if you simplify this one, you have negative 3 over 18, so you have negative 1 over 3x. Alright, so it seems like you have a negative 1 over 6, sorry. So you have a negative and a part, even though they look the same, like they look which means they look like the same number, 1 over 6, but it is a different sign. So negative 6 is not the same as positive 6, so therefore you don't have to go further. This is obviously is a consistent and independent. Consistent and independent. You finish the statement by yourself. Now let's move on. Okay, let's continue to the next section, solving each system of equation by substitution. There are three numbers in this section. I will choose one of the number to do it, and the rest of the number you do the same way. Okay, let's try to find something. Let me just do, well, let's choose, this is kind of a little easier for us to do. Let me choose number 7 to do this for you. Okay, from this, let me try to find, we said using substitution. So from that, let me try to find the value of one of the variable. In this case, let me try to find the value of g. So I have 3g equal to, by transpose this one to the other side, minus 8f plus 12. Now from this one, because I want to find the value of variable g, that's why I did the transposing to transpose 8f to the other side, become negative f. Now to get g, divide both sides by 3, I have g equal to minus 8 over 3f plus 12 divided by 3, you get 4. Now you will use this value here, g equal to this value, to substitute in equation number 2. So I have 32, it implies, so from that it implies that I have negative 32f minus 12g, but my g value is this value, 3 over 8 over 3f plus 4, and equal to 48. This is my g value. From that, I will let me do the calculation and the distributive property. So when you apply this one in, let's continue further with number 7. We're looking at this number. Okay, so you have negative 32f, and we are multiplying negative and negative inside, become positive. Now 12 multiplied by 8 divides 3, that will give you 32f. And then 12, negative 12 times negative 4 times negative 4. Negative 12 times 4, this one is going to be 48, is equal to 48. So it seems like you have 0. So negative 32f plus 32f will give us 0f is equal to, let's just put 0. 0 equal to 48 plus 48, 96. So it seems like you have a 0 equal to 96. This is not true. So the answer to this one here is a no solution. So which means this system, you have no solution to this system of equation because of this happen. 0 equal to a certain number, which is not true. That's why it leads that to this one here is a no solution. Alright, since number 7 no solution, let me do one more number which is, we have answer for x and for y. I will choose number 5 this time. Let's work number 5 together, and we apply the same principle like this. Let's begin by working with this value. Let me try to find the value of variable x. So from that, I will have 5x equal to transpose 20 to the other side, become 20x or 20y, sorry, plus 70. So when you divide both sides by 5, you have x equal to this is divided by 5, you get 4y plus this is gonna be 14. Let me check. 70 divides 5, we use 14, okay. So you will use this value of x right here to substitute in equation 2. 6x plus 5y equals negative 32. Let's do so. Okay, so 6x, 6 times x, but our x value is here, 4y plus 14, and then plus 5y equal to negative 32. Let's begin with this solving. Alright, so 6 times 4, you have 24y plus, this is going to be 24 to 84, and then plus 5y equal to negative 32. So after that, now let's you have y plus y together, you have 29y equal to negative 32, negative 84. So let me try to work on it. So it implies y equal to, so you have a negative 32 plus with negative 84 plus, and then when you got your answer, it's gonna be negative 116, and you divide by 29. Gonna be negative answer divides 29. That will give you a negative 4. So y equal negative 4. Let me write this part right here. So y value negative 4. So when y is negative 4, you can use this value here for y to substitute in this equation. So x equal to 4 times negative 4, because y is negative 4, so 4 times negative 4 plus 14. So 4 times negative 4 is negative 16. So you have a negative 16, and then you plus 14. That will give you a x equal to negative 2. Now let's continue further to the other section. This time here, solving by using elimination. I will choose only one number to do this part for you, and the rest of the problem you do the same thing. Now let's begin. Let me choose one of the number. Well, let me choose this number for number 10 to do that for you. Okay, when you say elimination, make sure that you try to eliminate is either C or D at a exactly same number. Let me rearrange this part to become the same first. I mean, this in the same order. You have C, D, a number. C, D, a number. Let me rewrite this one again. I have negative 1.2 C plus 3.4 D equal to 6. And then for second equation, we have 6c. Let me transpose 17d to the other side, become minus 17d equal to minus 30. Alright, now to eliminate this, you need to convert, or you need to find the value of the if you want to eliminate D, make sure they have the same coefficient. If you want to eliminate C, make sure they have the same coefficient. So this time you need to multiply it first so that they will become the same coefficient. Well, you see decimal number up here. So from this, you can multiply the number up here by 10 to eliminate the decimal number, so that it will become easy for us to do without the decimal. So since it has one decimal place, I will multiply the first one by 10. So when you multiply by 10, you will have negative 12c plus 34d equal to 60. And then I will multiply the number down here by 2. So when I multiply this by 2, I will have 12c minus 34d equal to minus 60. Alright, let's do this. Okay, so you plus together. So when you plus it together, it's 0, this is 0, this is 0. Alright, we have 0 equal to 0. So it implies that this is a many solution, or you can say infinitely many solution, or just infinite solution. In either way is correct. You can either say this is many solutions, 0 equal to 0, which is true all the time. So this is many solution, or you can say infinitely many solution, or you can just write it infinite solution. So either way, which one you prefer to write your answer in. And the rest of the problem, you do the same thing. For example, if you want to eliminate, in this case, if you want to eliminate b, so it will be eliminated at 10. So you multiply the first one by 5, become 10b, and you also multiply the second equation by 2, it will become 5 as well. So you multiply this by 5 and you multiply this by 2. You will be able to eliminate b by using addition in this case. And for number 9, well, you can eliminate t or r, is up to you, but let's eliminate t. I think you need to just multiply by 2. So to eliminate t, this is already 12, this is 6. So all you need to do, you multiply the first equation by 2. So when you multiply the first one by 2, you have 2r minus 12t, and that's what we want, the same coefficient, 12 and 12. And this is also will be eliminated by using addition. Plus together, for sure you will eliminate the t, you have r. So once you find the value of r, you're using the value of r to substitute to get the value of t. The same way with this, once you get the value of a, using substitution to get the value of b. You can substitute that value of a in either of these two equations to get the value of b. Okay? Now let's move furthermore. Right, this one right here, they said just solve each equation, each system of equations. So you can use either ways, either elimination or substitution. Either way that you think is best to solve the problem. Let's try to solve let's say try to solve one problem by using any method. Alright, now let's look at number 13 together. Number 13. Let's try to do this number. I'll just do only one number for you, and the rest of the problem you apply the same idea. Okay, number 13. For number 13, it seems like they have the denominator. You have 2 and 4. So make sure this have the same denominator. So I believe this is 1 by default is over 1. So we must make this into the same denominator. So you multiply this section with 2. So times 2 become 4. That's what we want, the same denominator. So when you times 2, you also times 2 with the numerator. So 5 times 2, you have 10. You have 10a minus 3b. You don't second term, you do not have to multiply with anything. It's already 4. But 46 right here, you must multiply by 4 because you need to multiply by 4 to make it the denominator is 4. So therefore 46 times 4, 46 multiply by 4, that will give you 184. And for second equation, this over, I believe this is over 1 by default, and we need 8. Let me write this one down first. This is don't need to multiply with anything. So you have negative 7a, negative again. You have to multiply this by 8. So 3 times 8 is 24. You have 24b is equal to, when you multiply by 8, become 80. Now you already have this equation without the denominator. Right now it looks a little bit easier for us to do rather than working with these fractions. Once you have like that, now which one do we prefer to simplify, eliminate? In this case, I will eliminate. I will eliminate this number. I will eliminate b. So b will be eliminated at 24. So to get 24, I will multiply this by 8. 8 times 3 is 24. So 8. So I will have 8. 10 times 8, you have 80. 80a minus 24b equal to, let me put 184 multiplies 8, that you will have 1472. So now once you have that, let's put this value down. So you have negative 7a minus 24b equal to 80. So that, now let's do, in this case, let's do the minus. So 80 minus 7 become 80 plus 7. You have 87a, and it's 124 minus 24 becomes minus 24 plus 24. There's no more, and then you have 1472 minus 80. That will give you 1392. And once you have that, you divide this by 87. So a equal to 1392 divided by 87. Let's find the value. Divide 87. That will give you 16. So a equal to 16. So when a is equal to 16, you use the a value, a equals 16, to substitute in either of this equation up here. Which one do you prefer? It's up to you. Either this equation or this equation. They will give you exactly the same answer. Or you can use this a equal to 16 to substitute with the original equation. Choose either one of them. It also will give you the exact same answer as well. So you do which one you prefer most, which one you think you will be able to do your work without complication. So but for me, I would prefer this kind of thing. I would prefer this equation. A times 10 times 16 transpose it to the other side become minus, and you divide by the minus, 84 minus 160, and you divide by 3, negative 3, you get your answer for the value of b. Now the rest of the problems, you apply the same idea. For this one right here, if you want to eliminate x or w, let's say x here, I think it will be eliminated by at 12. So you multiply by 3 to get 12, you multiply by 2 to get 12. You will be able to simplify x. For this value, you can, well, first of all, you need to find the eliminate the denominator first, like I did in number 13. You just follow the same process. This is gonna be over 2 over 1, and you must times 2. Times 2, you times 2. This is gonna be over 1 and over 1. And you need 3, you must times 3 and times 3, and you can arrange just like I did in number 13. Now, our concern right now is the word problem. Words problem. Number 14. Let's try number 14. For number 14, at the park there are 38 people playing tennis. Some are playing doubles and some are playing singles. There are 13 matches in progress. Double match requires 4 players and a single match requires 2 players. Question A. Right system represent the number of singles and double matching that's going on. Alright, in this particular section of the problem, let's try to look at this together. Let's represent the variable first. First of all, you must represent it. Let's say D for double, D for double match, And then this is a single, let's say S for single merge. Okay, now so we have a 13, we have a double merge and single merge going on. So we have one equation, we have one of the equation, which is this double merge plus with the single merge equal to the total merge, which is 13 merge going on. And we have in double merge we need 4 players, so 4 players in double merge, plus in single merge we need 2 players in single merge, and then we make up into 38 people. And from that, let's try to solve. No, after that, let's look at question B. How many merges are each kind? How many merges of each kind are in progress? All right. So how many double merge we have? How many single merge we have while still in progressing? They are playing. So you can either using elimination by eliminate D or eliminate S. That's up to you. If you want to eliminate S, you multiply this by 2. So you have 2D plus 2S equal 26, and you eliminate by subtraction. You do the minus, you'll be able to eliminate the S. So once you get the value, after that when you eliminate S, you have the value of D, double players. Yeah, doubles. Yep. So once you eliminate when you find the double player game that's going on, using substitution in this equation, that easier, so that you will be able to find how many merge that is belong to single player. Well, let me just do this one for you. Okay, let's start. So for this, we will eliminate S a while ago. We said eliminate S. So times 2, we have 2D plus 2S equal this S, not 25. Write properly. 2S equal to 26. Now you have 4D plus 2S equal to 38. And we do this by subtraction. So you have 2S subtract 2S, there's no more. 2 minus 4, you have minus 2D equal to, you have 26 minus 38, you have also a minus. It's going to be minus 12. When it is minus 12, you will be able to find the value of the single merge and double merge. So to do so, you will divide D by negative 12, and that D equal to 6. So you have 6 double merge. So let's say D double merge, you have 6. This is 6 merge, 6 double merges. And then from that, by using substitution, put right here. For D6 transfer to the other side, become minus 6. You have 13 minus 6, you will have 7. So single merge, you have 7 merge for single merge. So you have 7. Let's say S equal to 7 single merge. Right. Last number 15 in this section. Number 15. Lesson can row about 1 mile upstream against the current in 24 minutes. She can row the same distance, or right, 1 mile, but this time downstream only 13 minutes. So let's find the speed at which Alison is rowing and the speed of the current. Okay, they are assuming that both speed, the upstream and downstream, they have the same speed. Alright, so let's represent first. Well, before you represent, let's try to, because since we talk about speed, mile, so distance mile and this is minute, we need to convert minute into hour first. So it seems like 24 minutes to go into hours. it will be 24 over 60 hour, because in 6 minutes 60 1 hour equal to 60 minutes. That's why this one in 2 hours you just divide by 60, so 60 hours, 24 over 60 hours. So this is the first time. Now for this for t up current against the current, let's T1 times for T2, take only 13 minutes to convert this into hour, 13 over 60 hours. Alright, now we already have the time in hour, so that our answer will be a speed in miles per hour. Alright, now let's start. So this time here we try to represent. Let me represent A, capital A. So I will represent A for a listen speed. Listen speed. And upstream current, let's say C, current, okay. C is current speed. Alright. Now the distance by formula, if you distance equal to speed multiplied by time. That's the distance. So to write the equation down, like upstream and downstream, let's try to write upstream first, against the stream, against the current, or upstream against the current. So you have one, distance is 1 mile, the speed, right? So it seems like they go against, it's like she won't row upstream, then current push her downstream. So against each other. So one want to go up, one want to go down. So you have, so she go against the current. So we listen speed minus this is the speed minus the current speed and multiply by the time. This is the speed, this is the S, this part represents S. The speed multiplied by the time, which is 24 over 60. I will do the simplify later for the moment, but just put it in like this. That for our upstream. Let me simplify this anyway. Let's simplify this first before we continue further. So I have 1 equal to, well, actually not 1. You multiply this together to this side. Yep, you will have this as 60, not 1. So 60 equal to 24a minus 24c. Let's simplify this part first before we go further. I think we simplify this by 5. So if you got 60 simplified by 5, I think we got 12. Oh, I don't finish by 5 with this one right here. So I guess we simplify this by 4. Let me think a bit first. 24. Try by 12. Okay, simplify this one by 12. So by 12 you have 2a minus 2c. You have, this is by 12, 60 divide 12, we got 5. Alright, so you have a 5 equal to 2a minus 2c. That's one of the equation. Okay, let me see correspond before we get lost. Now after that, write the equation of the downstream. Distance is still 1. And the same idea, but this time you plus the current. So A plus with C. For this time we go together at the same current. So while she try to go up, while she try to go, she go downstream. While she try to row it, this current also push her forward as well. So she has a double speed, her own speed of rowing and her own hand the current speed that push together along with her speed. So therefore, that's the speed represent, we plus together, represent the speed, and time by t, the time which is 13 over 60. So you're gonna have this one as 60 equal to 13a plus 13c. So this is our second equation. Now we will group this together and solve the system. Let's try. So I have 5 equal to 2a minus 2c, and I have 60 equal to 13a plus 13c. Now you can do either way, which one you want to eliminate. Let me try to eliminate the current first. Well, I think it will be eliminated at 26, I believe. So you multiply this by 13 and you multiply this one by 2. So I have 13 multiplied by 5, we get this one as 65 equal to 26a minus 26c. This one, I have 120 equal to 26a plus 26c. Now this is going to be a addition. So negative 26 plus 26 is no more. It's going to be 52a equal to 185. Now to get a, her speed, so you get 185, you divide by 52. So 185 divides 52, that will give you about, let's say, round it to the nearest, let's say nearest 100. You have this as 3.500, let's say 3.56. This is going to be miles per hour, mph. So for a lesson speed, we already discussed a while ago. So for a lesson speed, a lesson is gonna be, this for her speed gonna be 3.56 miles per hour. Now let's find the current speed. Get the current. To get the current, you'll be using substitution. So I will use this value to substitute in either of this equation. It's either this one or this one, or yeah, or this one. So I'm gonna use, I already have a, so I have 2 times a 3.55, so I'm gonna be times 2 equal to 7.12. So after I 2 times this value, I will transpose to the other side. We're going to be 5 minus that value, so minus 5. So when you minus 5, you divide by negative 2. So you divide negative 2, so that will give you 1.06. 1.06 miles per hour. So this is her speed of rowing, and this is her this is the speed of the current, upstream or downstream, the same current or the same speed, because I said it is constant. Now question B. If Alison planned to meet her friend 3 miles upstream on hour from now. Sorry, it should be 1 hour, not on. 1 hour from now. So, okay, it should be 1, not on. 1 hour from now. Alright, my mistake. Wrong typing. Anyway, right now I changed it. If Alison planned to meet her friend 3 miles upstream 1 hour from now, will she be on time? Alright, 3 miles. You think her speed 3.56 miles per hour can bring her in 1 hour, can bring her to this. Alison planned to meet her friend 3 miles upstream. Do you think she will be able to meet her friend on time? Now let's try to find this one out. Alright, so now we have the speed. So our formula a while ago for upstream, 1, or this now become 3 in this case, and now become 1. So I will bring this equation down for upstream, because she want to go upstream. Bring it down like this. So I will write this one again. This time going to be 3 miles. That's her speed. Or that's the distance that she want to go. And then let's put on the speed. So her speed is 3.55 minus the current speed, which is 1.06. Yep. And then the time here is 1 hour. 1 hour. Do you think she'll be on time on this case? I don't think so. So yep, you will have 3.56. It's going to be 56, round up a little bit. And you times with 1. So approximately this one 3 miles, but this section here about 2.50. So within 1 hour she has reached only this many miles. She still have more to go. So therefore she will not be on time, because in 1 hour she have reached only this distance, not 3 miles. So to explain it, this is how you show the work. You show this work to represent why she's not on time, because within 1 hour she reached up only to 2.50 miles only. So she still have lacks some distance to go to meet her friend. That is 3 miles downstream.